Hello everyone, my name is Tania and welcome back to my channel. Do you want your life to look different this year? Do you want to live out your purpose? Well, let's talk about it. We're in this series called How to Get to Purpose. And through this series, we're learning how to navigate through the process of purpose. Now, this is video 4 and it's the last video. And all the other videos will be in the description box below. We have learned in this series that it is not enough just to know your purpose or to have a vision board about your purpose or just to dream about your purpose, but to take the necessary steps to live out your purpose. So today we are going to learn how to protect purpose. It's important to guard the idea of God within us, the gift of God within us. And so the first thing that we have to know is that purpose protection begins with subtraction. There are things in our lives already that are designed to slow down purpose. Now, if we continue to fuel them or keep feeding them, they will cripple our ability to discover and fulfill our God-given purpose. So what are these things that could hinder purpose if we don't deal with them? Well, insecurity, entitlement, jealousy, selfishness, emotional baggage, pride, unbelief, all these things can suffocate and frustrate purpose. Now, as I journey through purpose, I'm realizing that the enemy is not to blame for holding back my purpose. The number one culprit to stand in the way of my purpose is really me. So I cannot blame the enemy. I cannot blame my family, my spouse, or friends that have betrayed me, or that boss that's giving me a hard time at work, or those coworkers who are making my life miserable at work. I cannot blame the pandemic. Nope, not COVID-19. Purpose is all about me and God. All I have to do is submit to the process. You know, process is the things that happen before I get to purpose. And so I know that can be challenging. And so we're going to talk about ways to submit to purpose. Okay, ways to protect your purpose. I cannot stress this enough. It is so important for you to have a relationship with God. It is important for you to cooperate with God, to partner with God, and to be in His face. Carve time to just have moments with God, because in those moments, He will download the instructions of on how to get to your purpose. Remember, He holds the key to your purpose. So it is important for you to be in His face, to FaceTime Him. And so during those moments, you can use Matthew 7:7. And Matthew 7:7 says, "Ask and it shall be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be opened." And so ask God to help you work on your purpose, and also tell Him that you want to come alongside with Him to see your purpose be fulfilled on earth. So remember what Matthew 7:7 says. If you seek, you will find, and if you knock, the door will be opened, and the door will be open to your purpose. Spend time with God. It creates an environment of worship. And so that environment, when you're in prayer, you're reading His word, and you're sitting with Him, becoming His close friend. It's really warfare. It's fighting the enemy from all the devices that he has against your purpose, because we do not fight against flesh and blood. Remember that. We do not fight in the natural. We fight in the spirit. So when you're in tune with God, when you're spending time with him, that's actually you fighting in the spirit. And that will edify you, give you authority, and also the boldness that you need, empower you to carry out your God-given purpose. Another way to protect purpose is to use the gift of time wisely, is to make sure that we steward the gift of time very well, because investing time we have, listen to this, greatly governs, greatly influences our ability to discover, develop, and protect our purpose. It's important to understand that time is a gift, because if we ignore that, remember, the enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy. He will hijack your time. And so, living on purpose requires us to plan out our day. Get a journal, get a planner, and just write out what needs to be done from day to day. Write out when you need to go to UPS. You know, when are you going to actually go to UPS and drop that package? When are you going to do your grocery shopping during the week? Or on the weekends. Write out, when are you going to actually sit down and start brainstorming on your purpose? When are you going to sit down and write that business plan? Because we know now that the business plans are not as lengthy as they were in the past. The business plans are actually now 1-pager or 2-pager. When are you going to start doing that? When are you going to start writing that book? When are you going to actually sit down and start your purpose? In order to protect purpose, we have to be aware of the many distractions that are out here to block purpose. And so today I'll just share 2. Distraction number 1, living to please people. Now, it's critical to understand that not every opportunity that comes along is God's will for your life. Saying yes to everything will make you irritable, resentful, and tired. It will drain you emotionally, intellectually, and physically. The idea of God within you emerges with a clear mindset, with a focused mindset. You saying yes to everything will clog up your mind. You can effectively protect your time, your mind, by just learning the art of saying no. Yes, there are going to be people who are going to be disappointed when you say no, but this is necessary for purpose. Gradually, you will learn to be okay with this, because you will realize that purpose is more important than pleasing people. Living to please people is a trap that will hold your purpose captive. And so when you have that standing ovation because you do anything and everything, that is a big lie from the enemy. He is trying to hijack your time. He's trying to prevent you from walking in your purpose by being distracted from all the many things that you are doing. So remember that when you're walking in your purpose, not everyone is going to like you, because you're going to have selective things that you need to do in your life. You can't please everybody. So you don't really need the approval of anybody. Yes, anybody. The only approval that you have that is important is God the Father, because people are fickle and they can change their minds. You know, your family will approve you one day and disapprove you another day. Your boss or anybody else will do the same. So focus on your purpose, focus on the approval of God, and keep walking to your purpose. The second distraction is entertainment gluttony. And so I was reading this article and I found this term. Somebody used entertainment gluttony to describe people's overindulgence of entertainment, that you are overly consuming entertainment. Entertainment gluttony is when you invest your time in stuff that wastes your time. There is no return on investment. These things yield no return on investment. ROI, no return on investment. Remember that. Now, don't get me wrong. Entertainment is good, but in moderation. I love a good movie and I love to watch documentaries. You know, I even watched a documentary today, which was John Lewis, Good Trouble. And I found that to be very fascinating. But anyways, I can binge on Housewives of X, Y, and Z with my daughters. So I love entertainment, but I know that we need to put boundaries on entertainment and not let it to be distraction for your purpose. Entertainment becomes a problem when there is a lack of boundaries around it. It becomes an issue because anything that does not have boundaries will eventually become bondage. So how do we manage this? Live on purpose by taking inventory of how you spend your time, how long you watch the news, how long you watch your favorite shows. Is there a balance? Do you reward yourself with entertainment after you get into your purpose, after you work on your purpose? Or do you constantly binge on your favorite shows? Do you constantly do Netflix and chill? Listen, don't get off track by a screen, a TV screen, a phone screen, or a computer screen. Watch the way you spend your time. Watch the distractions around you. Okay? Avoid entertainment gluttony. People of purpose, listen. It is very critical for you to protect your purpose, for me to protect my purpose. It is very critical for us to invest our time in purpose development. So get your coffee or tea or your favorite drink and sit down. Pull your planner, pull your journal or your agenda. Start to write down boundaries that you need to set up to help you get to purpose. Write down what things that you need to implement that will help you get to purpose. What things you need to subtract to get to purpose. How are you going to cooperate with God? How are you going to spend time with God from day to day so that He can download those instructions that will help you get to purpose? Okay, so listen, I love you guys and I'll see you in the next video.